Our gospel story for our little ones from the Jesus Storybook Bible is The Sun Stops Shining. It's the story of Good Friday. Right? This is a heavy story for all of us, for adults, but especially for little kids. Little kids have this innate understanding of injustice, right? And they know it when they see it, and it drives them crazy. And sometimes they're a little misguided on what's just and unjust. But something that is definitely not just resonates with them and makes them deeply uncomfortable. And so the story of Jesus being completely innocent and being crucified is going to drive them crazy. And in some sense, that's a good thing for them to feel, right? We want to try to help our kiddos understand Jesus is doing this. He's taking on all this injustice in the world to free us from it and to free us from sin. He's doing this for us, right? He's making this big sacrifice on our behalf. And yes, it is unjust, and that should strike all of us as deeply unfair that we human beings did this to our Creator, right? And so in some sense it's good for them to feel that. We don't want them to go too far down that rabbit hole of negative emotions associated with Good Friday, because we have to remember Good Friday is not the end of the story, right? Jesus dies on Friday, he's buried in the tomb, and that's where this passage is going to end. But the important thing to remember is what happens a few days later on Easter Sunday. Jesus rises again to new life. He knew that this was going to happen. This was part of the plan, and he did it on purpose so that he could take away your sin and mine, knowing full well that he's going to rise from the dead a few days later. That's the exciting part. So if your kids get too down with this sad story of Good Friday, go ahead and read the Easter story with them now, just so they see where this is going, because we don't want to leave them in that dark place. Jesus didn't leave us in that dark place. He didn't stay in that dark place. He, in fact, rose again.